I took a high-altitude job just to make some money, but I didn't expect one of my tools to fall from a building more than 10 meters high. My supervisor noticed something was off, so he told me to take off my gloves. I knew I couldn't hide it anymore. When I pulled them off, my 2 injured fingers were shaking. I had been working through the pain for 3 days. The supervisor blew up on the spot and started yelling at me. His words were harsh, but I still wanted to beg him for another chance. I really needed the money. To save costs, I spent $10,000 on a warehouse full of broken phones, planning to fix them and sell them for double. But overnight, refurbishing phones suddenly became illegal. Watching them pile up gathering dust, I refused to give up. So I went to the phone manufacturer, planning to take the parts apart and sell them back. But I ran into a snobbish marketing manager. He only cared about his own products. He didn't even look me in the eye. He didn't believe someone like me could take apart all 101 components of a phone and still pass their quality check. So to prove myself, I disassembled phones for 3 days and nights straight. I even sorted out the tiniest screws and created an incredibly detailed teardown guide because I believed if I worked hard enough, he would give me a chance. The parts I sent for testing all passed. So I brought the report back to the marketing manager, but he suddenly pretended he'd never met me and said I was too young. Told me to stop dreaming about getting rich overnight. But the anger I held in finally burst out, and that shout ended up catching the attention of the company chairman. I seized the chance and pitched my idea directly to him. He was interested, but he had to travel for a month, and he was rushing to catch the 3 p.m. train. He said we'd talk when he returned, but I didn't have that kind of time. If I couldn't make $500,000 within a year, my sister who depended on me would die. With only 40 minutes left, I rushed to the nearest ticket counter and bought a ticket for the same train as the chairman, but it took an hour to drive to the station from here, so I had to chase it on an electric scooter. Even if I floored the throttle, there was no way I could make the 3 p.m. train. But that wasn't enough to stop me. I used to deliver food. I knew the city streets like the back of my hand. I weaved through the narrow roads, pushing for every bit of speed, but I couldn't dodge a pedestrian who suddenly ran out. I crashed hard, and the scooter broke down. With only 15 minutes left, I ignored the pain and kept running toward the station. I couldn't give up now. Finally, at the last second before departure, I sat down in front of the chairman gasping for air, seeing the fearlessness in my eyes. He was reminded of his younger self, so he decided to give me a chance.